Hi besties, on today's tutorial I'll be showing you how I made this off shoulder romper. The one in the middle is the one I made and the one on the side is the inspiration. If you want to see how I achieved this, do not skip any part of this video. Now for this tutorial I used 2 yards of an Ankara fabric. I have my scissors, my tape, marker, ruler and my pattern paper. So the next thing we're going to do now is just to get drafting. So this is the pattern paper and the first thing I'm going to do is to mark out my starting line. So this starting line now will be serving as my waistline. Now after that I'll be taking the full length of my short, but since this is a romper, I'll be taking off my half length, which is the off shoulder part. So my half length is actually 16 inches, but I made it 17 inches because I'm still going to join the upper part to the lower part. So now I made the full length 37 inches, so I added extra 1 inch for hemming, so the actual length is 36. So you know how long or how short you want yours to be. So after marking that out, the next thing I'm going to do now, from that starting line I'll come down 9 inches for my hip point. So this is the full length. Then I'll come down 9 inches for my hip point and I'll rule that into a straight line. So after that I'll still place the tape on the starting line again to get my crotch length. So for my crotch length, my hip divided by 4 give you 10, which is my actual crotch length. But since this is a flay short, I'll be adding 2 inches to that because I don't want it to be tight on the crouch line. But if I'm making a fitted pant, I'll add 1 inch to that 10 inches, making it 11. But here I marked 12 because I want it to be a little bit free on the crouch line. I hope you guys understand. So after that I'm going to label. This is the crotch line and this is the hip line. So the next thing now is on the hip line I'll be dividing my round hip by 4, which is 40 divided by 4 give you 10, plus extra 1 inch for stitching allowance, making it 11. So I'll mark the 11 on the waistline and I'll do the same thing on the crouch line. Now I'll rule that into a straight line. So this is what we have. So for my crotch extension, I'll be dividing my hip by 16. So 40 divided by 16 will give you 2.5. So I'll be extending my crotch length by 2.5. So for my crotch extension, I divided my hip by 16 and that gave me 2.5. On that angle line, I went up by 1 inch. So from the hip line, I'll now connect this way. So after connecting, this is what we have. Now just connect from that cross line all the way down to the full length. Now from that hip measurement line, I will take my waist measurement, which is 28 divided by 4 will give you 8, give you 7, sorry. Then add a 1 inch for stitching allowance, making it 8. And I will connect from that point to meet the hip line using the curve part of my pattern curve. So this is what I have, and guys, we are literally done drafting the front pattern. So all we have to do now is just to cut out. So this is the front pattern. All we have to do is just to cut out. So besties, if you have watched up to this point and you've not liked or subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Please hit that subscribe button and like my videos, please. Cutting this out, we're going to be drafting out the back piece. So here, place the front on another pattern paper and make sure you have space on the side and at the upper part. Now what I'm going to do now, for the back crotch extension, I'll be going out by 2 inches. For the back crotch extension, I'll be going out by 2 inches. Now after that, on the waistline, I'll go in by 2 inches. And on that 2 inches point, I'll be going up by 1.5 inches for my bum rise. So I went in 2 inches on the waistline, then I'll be going up by 1.5 inches for my bum rise. So from that waistline, I went in by 2 inches, then went up by 1.5 for my bum rise. Now the 2 inches I went in by, I'll be replacing it on the back. Then I'll come to the hip side, I'll mark the same 2 inches. Then on the full length, I'll mark the same 2 inches. So this will be serving as our new waistline. So this will help your zip to sit very well. So I'll be connecting them together. Now on the bum rise, I'll connect it to the new waistline. So if you have any question, you can ask me at the comment section. Now this is what we have. So I'm going to explain again what I did. Now I extended the crotch by 2 inches, and on the waistline I went in by 2 inches. Then on that 2 inches point, I went up by 1.5 inches for my bum rise. Now the 2 inches we went in, I replaced it back on the side of the pants, then connected the waistline, and that is all. So the next thing I will do now is to connect that line to meet the crotch line this way. So I'm using the dotting method. You can use your curve ruler to do this. Now this is it. The next thing is I'll be adding my zipper. So for the length of the zip, I'll be using 9 inches for the length, and 1 inch for the wideness. So the zipper allowance is 1 inch, while the length is 9 inches. So I'll mark it, marking 1 inches. After that, I'm going to connect this way. So this is for my zipper allowance. Now this is it. So this is for the zip. So for the crotch now, I will just connect it into the full length this way. We're not adding any more allowance to the side, and that is all for this pattern. So the next thing we're going to do now is just to cut out. So like I said, guys, if you have any question or there's any part of this tutorial that is a bit confusing for you, please, the comment section is open. You can ask me your questions there. And if you have not reached subscribe to the channel, or you've not liked any of my videos, what are you waiting for? Please just hit that subscribe buttons and let us become besties and become more interactive. So please watch carefully the places I am cutting so you don't make mistakes. So after cutting, this is what I have. Now for the front, I'll be coming down on that crotch line by 1/2 inch, and I'll connect it back to the waistline. So this will help your pant to sit perfectly on the front. Now this is it. The next thing I'll do is just to trim off that little piece I have there. So after cutting out, this is what we have. So we are going to be working with the front pattern paper first. Now on the waistline, I'll be dividing the measurement I have on the waistline there to get the middle of it. So on your pattern paper, measure what you have on the waistline, then divide that measurement into two, and mark a point there to indicate the center of that line. So after marking mine, I'm going to use my ruler to extend that line all the way down to the full length of the pattern. So we're going to be using the slash and spread method to get our flay for this short. So after marking that out, this is what I have. The next thing I'll do is to slash through that line, but make sure you don't slash it all the way up to your waistline. So when you get to the waistline, leave some part open, leave some parts so that you don't cut it all the way through. So you see what I have. Now I'll go take it to my fabric so you work with it. Now on the fabric, I'll spread mine. So depending on how much fabric you're working with, so for my spreading, what I have there is 10.5. So depending on how much spread or how full you want it to be, or how much fabric you're working with. Now the next thing I will do is to connect the two ends together this way. Now you see our flay is already coming through for our shorts. So after that, I'll just be cutting out what we have there. So remember that whatever you're doing for the front piece, you're repeating the same thing on the back piece. So I'll just cut out the excess I have on the sides. So I'll show you what I have now. So here, after cutting out, this is for the front piece. Like I said, I've equally done the same thing for the back. Now I'll be taking out the pins I have on the pattern. So this is for the front piece. Then I'll go close the crouch line. Now I'll do the same thing for the back piece. I'll take out the pins. Then I'll take it to the machine and I'll be joining the crouch using half an inch. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you what I have. So after stitching it down, this is what I have. So this is for the front. I'll open it up this way. So that's the front piece. So the next thing I'm going to do is from the waistline, I'll come down 2 inches. This is where my pocket will be starting from. Now this is the pocket I've cut out already. So I lost the clip when I did this. Now the pocket opening is 7 inches. So I'll be adding pocket to the four sides, like 2 for the front and 2 for the back. So I'll notch the points I've made already for it. So I came down 2 inches for my pocket and the pocket opening is 7 inches. So what I'll do now is I'll take it to the machine. I'll be placing the pocket right side facing each other this way. Then I'll be stitching it down for both the front and back piece. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you. Now after stitching, this is for the front piece. You see how it looks like, and I've equally done the same thing for the back piece. So the next thing we're going to do now is to be joining it. We're going to join it by this on the sides. So I'll be joining the sides with 1 inch we added. Now I'll join. Then when I get to the pocket, I'll turn my machine, my needle, and I'll stitch the pocket sides. After that, I'll turn my needle again and stitch the rest of the sides. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you what I have. So after stitching my pocket, my shorts, my fleece shorts, this is what I have. The next thing is I'll take it to the machine and I'll be closing the crouch line. So I'll use half an inch to close it and bring it back to show you what we have. Here, this is what our fleece short is looking like. This schema looking so nice. So now let's draft out the upper part. For the off shoulder, I'll be using this pattern paper. So I've already drafted it out. So I do this all the time on the channel. I don't want this video to be too long. Now for the off shoulder, from the shoulder line, I'll be coming down by 6 inches. That is how off I want mine to be. If you want yours to be as the one we are trying to recreate, no say you're going to come down by 7 inches or 8 inches, but just know that your boobs will show. But mine, I came down by 6 inches, and I will just trim that part off. So this is for the front. Now for the back piece, I'll be coming, remember the back will be starting from the chest line. Now I'll go down 3/4 of an inch on the chest line, below the chest line. So I want the chest line area to be bit down on the back, and I'll connect it back this way. So I'm just going to trim that side off. So this is an off shoulder, we don't need the yoke part. And this is it. So I'll label, this is the back. Sorry, my marker was almost finished here. It was finished actually, and this is the front. So I'll just go cut out on my fabric and I'll bring it back to show you what I have. So here, this is for the back. I added my zipper allowance of 1 inch. So my zipper allowance is 1 inch. Now I'll be adjusting my zipper allowance on the waistline. I came in by half an inch and I connected it back to the bodice this way. And on that, still maintaining the waistline, I'll just take out the pins first. Still maintaining the waistline. On that waistline, I'll go up by 1 inch and I'll connect it back to the full length. So this will help your zip to sit perfectly and it will not budge. Now this is what I have. The next thing I'm going to do is to trim that part off. So for this part, I'll open up my zipper allowance if you have not opened yours. So I've opened up my zipper allowance. Now the next thing now is I'm going to get the facing for this, since I am not using a lining and I have my straps here already. So I have 4 straps, 2 for the front and 2 for the back. Now on the armhole side, I'll be coming in by half an inch before placing my strap. On the armhole side, I came in by half an inch, then I placed my strap. Now I'll do the same thing on the other side, come in by half an inch, then I'll place my strap on that half an inch I came in by. So I'll pin that part down. After pinning down, I'll get my facing. Since I don't have a lining, I use facing. So just cut out a facing if you're not using lining like me. So I'll place the facing this way. I'll take it to the machine. I'll be stitching only the upper part for the back, and I will do the same thing for the other side. So stitch the upper parts. So for the back, place your facing, and all you'll be stitching is just the upper part with half an inch. Now for the front piece, I have two pieces of strap. Like I did for the back, I came in half an inch on the armhole side, and I will place my strap on that half an inch. Now I'll come to this other side, I'll do the same thing, and I'll place my strap on it. Now I'm going to get the facing for it. So this is the facing I've cut out already for the front piece. So I'll place the facing this way. I'll go stitch the armhole, close the shoulder line and the other armhole. I'll do that and bring it back. Now this is what I have for the front piece. I close the armhole and the shoulder line. So this is what it looks like. So the next thing I'll do is to get the back. So this is for the back. I've closed the zipper allowance for the back. Now I'll place them right side facing each other this way so that we can take our body measurements. So on the bust line, I'll be dividing my round bust divided by 2, which is 36 divided by 2 will give you 18. So I'll be marking what I have there. Then from there, I'll take the 18 inches body measurements. Now I'll come to the waistline. I'll divide my round waist by 2, which is 28 divided by 2 give you 14. So I'll mark the measurements and take my measurements. So depending on how you're doing yours, just mark out your body measurements. So after marking it, I'll go stitch it down and I'll bring it back to show what we have. So here I've stitched it down. Now this is the shorts that we made earlier. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'll be placing the upper parts to the lower parts. So I'll be placing them right side facing each other. I'll place them right side facing each other. I'll use half an inch to stitch it down. After that, I'll add my zipper and bring it back to show you what we have. Now guys, this is how cute this came out looking. So thank you guys so much for watching up to this point. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, and on your post notification button so you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. And if you have any question, you can always ask me on the comment section, and do not forget to hem your pants. So this is where we'll be stopping today. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.